Wow, she's a windy one today. But anyways, the first step of softening a moose hide is smoking the hair side only. Remember, hair side only. So anyways, let's go take off this hide and go do that. Remember, first smoking is hair side only. But anyways, this is my smoker. I just do 2x4s and my hide's over it and my smoke's underneath. And I'll grab my apron and some old blankets to funnel the smoke up. Okay? Yeah. So anyways, that's my setup, and then I'll smoke this for about 6 hours and give it its first soaking. Awesome. Peace. Okay, now we got it all folded up. We'll put it in the solution, okay? This is its first soaking. And I'll soak it for 2 days, and I'll try to break it in those 2 days. Okay? Okay. Okay, we gave this hide its first smoking, and now it's first soaking. It's been soaking for a little bit, so now let's try to break it by wringing it out. Okay? Okay. Okay, we'll go right, okay? Okay, we'll leave it there for a bit. We're just breaking the hide. Okay, and then we'll go left after a while. Peace. And then we'll put it back in the water. Because we're soaking it for 1 more day, right? And we'll be working this. We'll be breaking it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I wrung this a few times, so let's go try to work it. Okay? Okay. Okay, we gave this hide its first smoking, and now we're giving it its first soaking. And while we're soaking it for 2 days, we'll work it to loosen up those fibers. It's part of the cycle. Smoking, working while it's wet, soaking for 2 days, and then we'll wring it out, and then we'll stretch it. That's the part of the cycle. So anyways, we'll work this hide like this. The whole hide. And then I'll go on this side, do the same thing. Then once I'm done both sides, I'll go like this. Then work this way. Trying to loosen up those fibers. And once I'm done this side and this side of the hide's done, and then I'll flip it over to the fresh side. Do the same thing. Work those fibers loose. And once I've done this side and that side, I'll flip it on the side again. And then I'll keep working it again. And then I'll do both sides. And once I'm finished, it goes back into the solution. And then I'll come back maybe 3 hours later or 4, and I'll do the same thing. 3 times a day I'll be doing this. Okay? Okay. So anyways, let's work this hide, and tomorrow we'll wring it out after we work it a few more times. Okay? Part of the cycle, remember. Smoking, soaking, working it for 2 days while you're soaking it, and then wringing it out, then stretching it by hand. Okay? Remember the cycle. Okay, I'll finish this up and then I'll put it back in the water. Okay? Okay. Okay, we gave this hide its first smoking, and now we soaked it for 2 days and we worked it those 2 days. Now it's time to wring it out. And the way I wrung it out is I went right, and then I let it knot itself, and then wait 30 to 40 minutes. Then I'll go right and let it knot itself, and wait 30 to 40 minutes. And I got the tail side here and the neck side on the stick, and then I'll wring it sideways and do the same thing. Right, then left. Okay? Okay. This is part of the cycle. Okay. Once I do this, I'll try to stretch it out, and then I'll put it on a stretcher to dry. Okay. Peace. Okay, after we wrung out our hide, we'll stretch it, okay? It's part of the cycle. First I'll go like this. Then I'll go halfway. And I'll go the rest of the way. That was tail to neck, and now I'll go side to side, and then I'll string it up in a stretcher, okay? Okay, this is the end of our first cycle, okay? Once our hide dries, we're going to smoke both sides again and go through the whole cycle again. And that'll be the second cycle we'll be going through. But before this dries, I'm going to give it a little sanding just to clean it up a little bit. And then we'll let it dry. And then that's the end of the first cycle. Awesome. Peace. We did it. Well, the reason why I call this the cardboardy stage because it sounds like cardboard. Right? But anyways, this hides on its second cycle and second smoking, so that means both sides. But remember, first smoking's hair side only. So anyways, let's smoke both sides of this hide and get it back in the solution. Okay? Okay. Peace. Okay, now that we did our second smoking, that's smoking both sides, right? So now we're going our second smoking. Okay? That's part of the cycle. Smoking, soaking, remember? Okay. Here goes. Remember, 2 days we'll be soaking and then we'll be working it for 2 days. Okay? Awesome. Peace. Second cycle. Okay. Okay, this hide's been soaking for 2 days and this is the last time I'm working it. I've been working it for 3 times a day. Remember? So anyways, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna wring it out, stretch it, and then put it back on a stretcher. And that's finished of the second cycle. So anyways, let's get this done and then we'll get it wringed out. Okay? Okay. Okay, remember we're on our second cycle, okay? Now we're wringing it out. I'm finished wringing it out. I'm going to take it off and stretch it now. But remember, we went lengthwise, right, then left, then widthwise, right, then left, okay? Okay, now let's take this off and stretch it. Okay, we'll stretch her out and we'll put her back on the stretcher to dry, and we'll give it a little cleanup job with the sander. Remember, second cycle. Okay, we're at the end of the cycle, but let's clean her up before she dries, and then let's skip a cycle and we'll go straight to the fourth cycle from here. So this is the second cycle, let's go to the fourth, okay? But first I'll clean this up and then we'll go to the fourth cycle, okay? Okay, peace. Okay, we got the hide back in the water on its fourth soaking, and hopefully its last soaking. So anyways, I'll work this hide both sides. And then tomorrow we'll wring it out. Remember, we're working our hide 3 times a day. And it takes an hour each time. So for 2 days, okay? Tomorrow we'll wring it out and then dry it and see if there's any hard spots. Ooh, it looks good. So anyways, I'll keep working this hide. And there's 4 soaking. We're almost out of the cardboardy stage. Awesome. Peace. So we smoked this hide. We soaked it for 2 days and we worked it for those 2 days. And now we're wringing it out. So if you remember the cycle, it's awesome. So this hide is on its 4th cycle and hopefully it's out of the cardboardy stage. But we'll find out, because next we'll stretch it and then we'll string it up to dry. And we'll see if there's any hard spots. Hope we're out of the cardboardy stage. Peace. Hope we're out of the cardboardy stage. Hope. So we're on the end of our fourth cycle. Remember, fourth cycle? And do you remember the cycle? Remember, smoking, soaking, working while it's soaking, and then wringing, and then stretching, and then put it up to dry. But first, let's clean it up a little bit, and then we'll let it dry, and we'll see if we're out of the cardboardy stage. Okay? Okay. Well, my hide's dry, and listen, there's no crinkle, so I could happily say I'm out of the cardboardy stage. Awesome. So anyways, I'll see you in part 4, the finishing touch and the final smoke. Peace. Thanks for watching.